I often see their ads. I often go to their website. I see their website, but I don't buy. Believe me, there will come a day when I will buy. Oh, there is someone who has a hammer in the hand, a 1, 2, 3, khadak, right? Oh, here it's the algorithm, right, that defines the CPC based on the supply and demand. Our coffee one gave us the first transaction of the day. एक को बेचने के लिए कितना पैसा, right? What's the cost per purchase for one unique sale? If it's one guy, but the events are getting fired multiple times, on our dashboard, it will show unique. So me as an audience, I'll get overlapped multiple places. So who all want to reach out to me and how much are they willing to pay? That is what defines the CPC. Okay. What are we paying? We are currently paying 12 bucks, right? For Brown Town, we are paying 12 rupees. Hello. Very good evening, everyone. Super duper good evening. Let's start with today's episode. Today, we are going to go through, as discussed, we are going to create our own version of our dashboard, right? Our Facebook dashboard. However, before that, I wanted to share some good news with everyone. Those who are in the e-commerce business, or those who are planning to get into the e-commerce business, this is good news for you, and this is contributed by you also. Remember how to grow 1K, right? We had that discussion a few days ago, and I kind of spent some time, spoke to a few people, and aligned the following. We did discuss this, and this is what we are going to launch with. I'm going to share 4 videos with you. I'm going to screen share and show you 4 videos that should give you a glimpse about what is that we are trying to do to grow 1K, right? To grow 1K is my personal agenda, right? But that should not be the only agenda. People who are involved with 1K, which is you, right, should also grow together, right? And I could not work out a better deal than this, right? Therefore, here are a few videos. I'm going to share my screen. So here is the first. So again, we are going to spend some money on advertising this, right, to push 1K growth and get maximum participation, right? Here is the first video. Did you check it out? The 1K Founders Grand E-Commerce Giveaway. Check it out now. Click on the link below. That's the first video. Once again. Did you check it out? The 1K Founders Grand E-Commerce Giveaway. Check it out now. Click on the link below. So this is going to be our first bumper ad. Okay. Another one. Grand e-commerce giveaway. Click on the link below. Check it out. Grand e-commerce giveaway. Click on the link below. Check it out. And here is the third bumper video. Bumper ad. Grand e-commerce giveaway by Shiprocket, Zoko, Qoruz, 1K founders. Check it out. Grand e-commerce giveaway by Shiprocket, Zoko, Qoruz, 1K founders. Check it out. For those who do not know, these are 6-second ads, right? YouTube allows you to play different kinds of ads. We are going to run our campaigns on YouTube for 1K in 2 videos, right? 2 types of videos. One are 3 6-second videos, right? This should give us enough brand visibility, right? For example, if you've seen Blinkit's ads or Country Delight's ads or Zomato's ads, wo 6 second ka bumper ad dete, right? That's going to be one kind of an ad that we will run. And here is the full video. Hey guys, Imran here from 1K Founders. I'm super excited to share with you the Grand E-Commerce Giveaway. Participate in the 1K Founders Grand E-Commerce Giveaway and stand a chance to win all of the following.
rupees 5,000 worth Google Ads credits, rupees 5,000 worth Facebook ad credits, 10,000 rupees worth ShipRocket credits, $100 worth Zoko ad credits, at the best of all, 1,80,000 worth one Qoruz account for all your influencer marketing efforts. All you have to do is two simple steps. One, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And two, fill out a simple form and tell us a bit about yourself. Oh, and one more thing. This giveaway will end soon, so don't waste time. Simply click on the Join Now button.
What do you think? Is this offer good enough? Great, great. आज ही record किया है. Proof is the T-shirt, right? Yash, sir, finalize कैसे होगा? This contest, this giveaway, this is not a contest. This is a giveaway. We'll announce the winner on 31st July, right? And it will be on our live webinar where, again, I like to randomize things. So we will choose one random spin wheel, put everyone's name who participated, spin the wheel, and whoever is the winner is the winner, right? So 100% random base, right? And again, like 1K style, we will do it live, right? Done it. For those who are in the e-commerce industry, does this excite you? Got it. For those who are not, or who are just about to get into, does this excite you? Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Super, super, super. The text on white looks little odd. Why not make it transparent? As you must have noticed, this is the exact frame where it was recorded, and this wall looked dirty. On the instead of just adding those logos over here. So I did try adding it, but then I was like, just let's add a white strip on top of it and show everything in one place. Give credit on one platform only, 10K on FB ads. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. Like Sachi had mentioned, we should always have a multi-channel strategy, right? For example, what happens if our Facebook account gets blocked? We are out of business. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. और बहुत बार होता है, right? In fact, today morning, Shena, she came to me furiously and she said, "अरे ad चला रहे तुम लोग, धंधा नहीं आ रहा है." And I returned, got furious again, and I was like, boss, एक ही channel चल रहा है, and there are 3 payments which are currently in processing, right? Our daily, remember, it was earlier, it was $450. Now it's $700, right? So since we are spending $2,500 per day, it's charging us 3 times a day, and I didn't have the bandwidth in the mornings to try it. So 3 times, there are 3 payments which are currently in processing. However, let's start our episode today with sales figures. Any guesses? 3 payments in processing, right? So our burn was, Facebook would have given us lesser priority, but any guesses? No, order number nahi, revenue batao. How much revenue do you think we would have made? 4,000, okay. 6,000, 20,000 lump sum. Inshallah. By next week, we should be there, by the way. 15,000, 8,000, 8,000. Okay, let me share my screen. And here we are. We did up till now our highest revenue of 4,000 rupees, where we've scored 6 orders, right? And out of this 4,000 rupees, there's one from our dear friend Rohan Gore, right? That's 305. But there are people who ordered yesterday from our same group, Jimesh and Giri. However, if we even remove Gore's contribution, right, Rohan's contribution, we still have $3,600, right, which is almost our highest revenue, right? I think so. It is the highest revenue. We did do 3,600 earlier as well, but that's where we are. Interestingly, there is yes, we have started seeing transactions come in from Facebook. Today, since we are going to create our Facebook dashboard, you can see my screen, right? Oh, Pushpa has also placed an order. Yeah. Then this is not our highest order. This is not our highest order day because Pushpa has also placed an order. Got it. Okay. So now I personally, like I shared earlier, I do not like to show our advertising dashboard without the presence of Sudhanshu and Anu. However, in the interest of today's episode, I will have to do so. Again, they will come and deep dive on the data on Monday. Here is our current dashboard, right? From our marketing campaigns, we've seen two transactions which have converted, right? And cost per purchase is 1120 bucks, right? Which ad sets performed? Our coffee one gave us the first transaction of the day, right? The one which was least expected, right? That this audience will give us a transaction. This campaign gave us a transaction, and our chai campaign gave us a transaction, right? Now, if you also remember, our audiences are set 25 miles, right? So city and then 25 miles. Therefore, we've received an order from Jaipur. Pushpa, is that you by any chance? Ah, therefore. Okay, then my analysis is incorrect. I didn't know, Pushpa, your last name. Was the duplication problem solved? I don't think so. However, the numbers that are being tracked are absolutely fine, right? So these are the two transactions. This is our cost per transaction. This is our cost per transaction, all right? However, since we do have our billing issues yet, right? There's still these three payments in processing. Till the time these three don't get resolved, my guess is that they will get resolved by tomorrow morning. Or we won't be able to accelerate, right? This just requires, like we shared yesterday, this just requires us to be proactive in going and paying our bills, right? I've just paid this bill and there is another 245 that needs to be paid. Anyways, before going to sleep, I will pay off the bills today. Right. Okay, there are a few questions. You can issue SI with your credit card, so the payment done without your involvement. Yes, I've in fact, for these standing instructions don't really work, man. In fact, I have to pay Shopify's bill for 1K and I had approved it, right? It's a standing instruction, but it still got rejected, right? So that limit doesn't help. That's one. Secondly, I have a Razorpay corporate card, right, which I use for my online marketing purposes. Therefore, Razorpay, if I go to pay, then Razorpay requires an OTP. However, Razorpay has built their tech in such a way that if Facebook tries to charge, then they immediately allow that charge to happen. How much sale did we do from Monday up till now? Okay, let me check. In fact, let me share my screen. So from Monday up till now, let's say this month, right? We've done a total sale of 10,400 rupees, which is not bad, all right? Compared to season one, not bad at all right? That's that. In fact, we started our marketing efforts from here, right? From third, right? So from here, not bad at all, right? Done, Eji. Let's start by building our Facebook dashboard, right? There are two kinds of, how come we have 7 returns? These are not 7 returns. These are, remember, I think so, Pushpa, you would have missed one of our earlier episodes. We did a few test orders and I had to cancel those test orders. Ye uska bill hai. Right. So again, for lack of clarity here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So here are those orders that I had to cancel, and that's why it's showing this, right? Pushpa also asked another question on uploads. Pushpa, what was that? Sorry, just one second. checking that. Do you know if we can upload products in bulk on Shopify? Absolutely, you can. There is a CSV file that Shopify offers as a template. You can use that to fill in all the content, use that as a template. However, you will have to also add the link of the images, which you will have to upload in your Shopify file system, right? I'm just going to show it to you how you do that. Click on settings. There is files over here, right? You'll have to load all your images over here, copy this link and paste this link in that CSV file. And then you'll be able to import it in your products, right? Then you go to products and import, right? And you'll be able to import products with a CSV file, right? Here is that template that I was talking about. Clear, Pushpa? Great, great. Done. Let's start by building our dashboard. I'm going to use two monitors so that I can see chat as well as this. Done. Cool. So okay, how I like to look at our entire business is our entire online marketing activity is by creating think of this as what a user is doing through and through, right? And what is the cost of that action that the user is doing. Okay. For example, reach, right? What's the reach that we get and what's the cost of that reach? Then impressions. What's the how much impressions did we get and what's the cost of that impression? Then let's say clicks, right? Then what's a click? So how I like to look at it is, what is so drilling down the entire funnel, right? So right, so that at every step I know how many happened and at what cost, right? I have been using this dashboard for this approach for a very long time, and it has always worked for me. There are going to be two dashboards that we will create. One is at the campaign level, right? And one is at the ads level, right? Now, especially in this kind of a strategy where we have multiple ads running inside multiple ad sets, inside multiple campaigns, you would want to see which ad is working, which ad is not working, right? But let some data get collected. Once we start seeing orders, only then, for example, let's look at this, right? At a campaign level, it will show you, okay, you're spending 1100 rupees, but at an ad level, it will show you a different picture, right? Okay, just 224. Now, this ad, is it profitable or no? All right, we don't know at this stage, right? But let's say given 7 days, 10 days, 12 days, that's when you would get clarity whether this ad is particularly working for you or not, right? So we will create an ads dashboard later on. That is also when I will give you a Google spreadsheet, where Google spreadsheet and a dashboard format, simply export it, put it in that Google spreadsheet, and you would see clarity on what ads are working. All right. For now, today we are going to set up our dashboard. All right, our campaigns dashboard. Anyone over here who has not used the Facebook Ads Manager? If you have, give me a yes. If you have not, give me a no. Yes, yes. Yes. Then it's just going to be a different perspective, right? I'm sure you're used to using the Facebook Ads Manager. Now, there are different kinds of views. These are nothing else but views, right? But there is no e-commerce view, right, over here. Therefore, we are going to create an e-commerce view. Okay, I'll remove everything that is there over here. And we'll start from scratch. Sabse pehle, the campaign, right? That's you're at campaign, right? We are designing the campaign level dashboard, right? Firstly is the campaign, followed by should be your amount spent, right? How much money have you spent on this campaign? So that when you apply a date filter, it becomes easy to view. Okay. Followed by, okay, this is how much it has spent. What is the budget, right? Again, when you're looking at data, right, guys, sorry, I'm going to unshare for a second. When you're looking at data, data is a very abused word, right? It's simply asking good questions, right? If you ask good questions, you'll get good answers. If you will get asked bad questions, you'll get bad answers. Always ask the right questions. It will help you navigate through all of the madness that keeps on happening in your online marketing efforts. All right. Sharing my screen once again. Now, so we've added name, we've added, sorry, just one second. We've added name, we've added amount spent, we've added budget. Okay. Now, next is, okay, I spent this much, right? How much money did I make? Okay, so let's put that purchase value, right? Purchase conversion value. This should give us that, okay, this is the amount that I spent and this is how much money I have made. Okay, all clear up till now? Now, next, okay, we've got campaign, amount spent, कितना पैसा खर्चा किया, then total budget कितना था तेरा, then purchase conversion value, कितना धंधा किया, right? This is the next question you should ask. Okay. You can add this over here, but you can skip this also if you want. All right. This just gives a clear picture on how quickly or how slowly your transactions are coming, right? 7-day attribution or 1-day attribution. Then let's look at purchase ROAS. All right. Always remove these check marks, otherwise it will show duplicate numbers. All right. So purchase ROAS. For those who don't know what ROAS is, let's say you're spending 100 rupees on your marketing campaign. If you make 100 rupees back, that's 1x. If you're making 200 rupees back, that's 2x. All right. So purchase ROAS is what your next question should be. The next question is cost per, okay, sorry. Let's do purchase and एक को बेचने के लिए कितना पैसा, right? What's the cost per purchase for one unique sale? Okay. And how many unique purchases happen? Okay. This for, again, we've discussed this in the past. There may be multiple events that are firing. Facebook also tries to, not tries to, but sometimes it double records, right? That एक transaction हुआ तो दो बार consider कर लेगा. This will unique it out, right? So we are no longer, stuck with that bug, right? Because it's capturing unique purchases. Next is, let's say, checkouts initiated. I want to see how many unique checkouts were initiated. Okay. So you see, पहले purchase आया, उसके बाद checkout आ गया, right? Now, okay, unique checkout initiated is a good one. Then let's say add to cart. Okay. What is the cost per add to cart? Okay. So what's your cost per add to cart? Followed by how many unique add to carts did you get? Next is cost per, let's put landing page, right? Cost per unique landing page view. Okay. And how many unique landing page views did you get? Okay. I don't know, Shrish. No, you were there. You were there always. In our earlier episodes, what we've seen is that certain events are getting fired multiple times, right? They're being fired multiple times. But how many people are firing it, right? Is it one guy who's firing it, or is this 5 people who are firing it? Example, right? If it's one guy, but the events are getting fired multiple times, on our dashboard, it will show unique, right? That Imran fired, let's say purchase Imran did once, right? But it got fired by Facebook twice. Okay. Like we already have a bug, right? However, on our dashboard, it will show its uniqueness that Imran purchased once. Unique landing page views, right? Now, Again, we'll have instances where one guy clicks an ad and comes on our landing page and it shows that this guy has come multiple times, right? This kills that opportunity also, right? That's that. Let's move on to the next, which is practically the most important one. CTR, link click-through rate. Can anyone tell me what is link click-through rate? CTR, link click-through rate. Nahi Vijender, not clicks on shop to now button. Nahi. Number of clicks on the ad by impressions. No. Okay. I'll use a few props to show, right? Let's say this is my ad. This is my website. Okay. A user clicked on the ad, came on the website, but did nothing. That is a metric which is called CTR. That, okay, he saw this ad and he clicked. 100 people saw this ad and 2 people clicked, right? That's 2% CTR. But we as business owners, not interested. Marketers might be interested, right? कि अरे CTR कितना अच्छा है. लेकिन for those who are servicing people or for those who are getting into e-commerce, are in e-commerce, your most important CTR metric is link click-through rate, which means 100 people saw this ad. I'm just going to increase that percentage by 5%. 5 people clicked on the ad out of 100, right? So that's 5% CTR. So 5 people landed on your landing page, all right? Out of these 5 people, one guy clicked on something on your website. This is your website. Okay. Once again, 100 people saw your ad, right? 100 people saw your ad. 5 people clicked on it. They came on your webpage. Out of 5, one guy clicked on something on your website. That one guy is called link click-through rate. So interaction on the website from someone who came through an ad, not interaction, but click. For example, the reason why I'm saying not interaction, a scroll is also an interaction, right? So not interaction, a click, right? वो home पे ही चला जाए, वो about us पे ही चला जाए, right? लेकिन कुछ click करे. Okay, that's called a link click-through rate. Why is that an important metric? कोई sale तो नहीं हुआ. अरे, very beautiful question. Beautiful question. Let's say you got 100 people on your website, right? Let's say I'm your marketer. Okay. You hired me as your freelancer. Okay. And I sent 100 people on your website. CTR is 5%. Excellent. Right. Out of those 100 people, no one did any action. Would you be interested in that audience? Or let's take another scenario. I'm a marketer. I sent 100 people on your website. 100 people saw your ad. 5 people clicked on your ad and then clicked on a product again on your website. Which audience is better? Sale की तो बात ही नहीं. Sale की बात नहीं. Which audience is better? Absolutely right. Your second audience is better because they did an interaction, right? Let's say I see, for example, I'll take my real life scenario. Someone who clicked on a product. Yes, someone who did an interaction, did a click, right? Could have clicked on your reviews page, could have clicked on your product, could have clicked on your privacy page, could have clicked on your refund page, as long as they clicked, right? If they clicked, it shows interest. Okay, let me give an example. There is this company called Neiman's, right? They sell shoes. And honestly, they sell fantastic shoes. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about their shoes. But their shoes cost like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I can't afford it. Right? I often see their ads. I often go to their website. I see their website, but I don't buy. Believe me, there will come a day when I will buy. Right? I get so tempted. Right? Worse is, I showed my wife, right? She wanted to buy a pair of shoes. I showed my wife that just check out Neiman's. She went to the homepage, she scrolled. She left. समझ में नहीं आया. So Neiman's ke liye, my wife is not an audience. I am the audience. So that's the most important metric when you will look at your marketing data. And of course, just two more metrics. Cost per click. We'll go cost per link click, right? This again, everyone knows what's the cost per link click. If someone is clicking on our ad, how much is that link click costing us, right? That's one. And lastly is CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. These are the metrics that I set up for my view. I have been using this view for almost 10-12 years now, and it has always worked out, right? When you create a view, don't forget to save it. I'm just going to call it Imran's view, right? So also something you should know, this view is for my account. So when Sudhanshu logs in into his Brown Town's account, he will not see this, right? So that's that. Now let's look at our data at a campaign level, right? At a campaign level, our budget was $2,500, right? Again, it's a question and answer, right? कितना पैसा खर्चा किया? 2200 रुपए खर्चा किया, right? ठीक है, कितने का बिका? 1356 का बिका, okay? 7-day click attribution. कितना ROAS है? 0.58 ROAS है, okay? Cost per add to cart क्या है? These sometimes it happens that this data goes missing, right? Or Facebook doesn't populate it, right? Do not worry. It will populate it in a few days or things like those, right? It will populate it. If you don't, then we'll add specific codes that and scripts on our Facebook dashboard, which allow us to track this data, right? Cost per add to cart. Look at this. If this was happening at scale, we could not afford it. We just can't afford this cost per add to cart, right? At a campaign level, unique add to carts, cost per unique landing page view. Look at this. You remember yesterday's data, all of our campaigns were performing at 1% and above. There was only one campaign which is performing lesser than 1%, right? But today at a campaign level, we are looking at 0.63. And cost per link click is $25. Does anyone remember what was this campaign's CPM? Over here. Anyone? Do you remember? 5. Arey, 9. Iska is 161. What was this campaign's CPM? दिखाता हूं. See this. 31 rupees has now jumped to 82 rupees. And the only difference between these two campaigns, na content change hua, na audience change hua, na landing page change hua, na creative change hua, na CTA change hua, kuch change nahi hua. The only change that happened was the type of objective. Very true, Vijender. The objective changed, right? And look at the difference, right? So now I remember someone being very adamant that, start a conversion campaign, don't start page views or traffic. I don't remember who that person was, but I had intentionally told Sudhanshu that please start a landing page campaign. I want to show the difference, right? Cheap traffic, right? No conversions, right? Expensive traffic, and we've got conversion, right? Absolutely right, Vijender. Conversion campaigns will always be more expensive, right? Always be more expensive. But the question is, why are they expensive? If you are reaching out to the same audience, right? The same budget, the same creative, everything is the same. So why is it expensive? Because something you should know again, when you start a campaign on Facebook, right? Facebook immediately shows your ads on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth day. They show it to people who are going to be most receptive to take an action, a purchase action, right? Once it exhausts that audience, then it goes to the person who may or may not buy. You would see some of your campaigns on Facebook where it picks up for a few days and then it starts depleting, right? Its performance starts depleting. You've got to make some adjustments, right? So that it again picks up again. This is something that you'll see throughout your, a campaign. Pick up hota hai, fir gir jata, fir pick up hota hai, fir gir jata, fir pick up hota hai, fir gir jata, right? So this is something which is very normal, right? So it's happening with me today. It happens with every business, right? Every business. And so yeah, that's what it is. How does FB calculate CPC? Beautiful question, Rakeshji. Shirish, Shirish asked, how does FB calculate CPC? Beautiful question. Think of Facebook and Google, right, as a share market. Okay. When there is, let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say there is Zomato, right? Zomato, a lot of people want to buy Zomato. Example, right? Let's say a lot of people want to buy Zomato shares, right? So what does economics do? It increases the price of the share, right? What does the market do? It increases the price of the share, right? Because again, basic economics, the higher the demand, the higher the price, right? The lower the demand, the lower the price. Now, similarly, when you go on Google and you search for example, white t-shirt, right? When you search for white t-shirt, you are showing interest that I have interest in buying a white t-shirt. The companies who are advertising, they are participating in a bidding war, all right? Where one company says that I will pay $20 for this query. The other company says that if he is paying $20, now I will pay $1, $1 more than him. So uska ad pehle dikh jayega, right? The third company says that whatever they are paying now, I want to be on top always. So I am willing to pay 5% more than whatever anybody is paying, right? So, okay, so 23.5. That's how CPCs are calculated on Google, right? It's a live auction house. Think of it as an auction house. Welcome देखिए आप लोगों ने, मतलब just stupid example, but Welcome the movie. Have you seen the movie? Right. उसमें सागर जो क्या, what's his name? नहीं, what's his name? जुगनू भाई नहीं, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. अनिल कपूर का वेलकम मूवी में नाम क्या होता है? Majnu Bhai, right? Majnu Bhai, right? So Majnu Bhai draws this fantastic painting of a donkey on a horse's back, right? And then people start bidding on that painting, right? I'm willing to pay 100 rupees and then 1,000 rupees. The highest bidder wins, right? Over there is someone who has a hammer in the hand, 1, 2, 3, khadak, right? Over here, it's the algorithm, right, that defines the CPC based on the supply and demand. If your audience size is small, right? Finally, to answer your question, Shirish, if the audience size on Facebook is small, okay, let's say we are targeting people who are interested in chai, and there are a lot of, so what does Facebook do? Facebook creates a cluster, right? I've met Facebook ads, Facebook company's team member. These are the terminologies that they use, right? Whenever someone creates an audience, we call it an audience, but what they call it is a cluster, right? Whenever someone creates an audience, we create an audience cluster, right? Now, I gave an example of a Venn diagram a few days ago. So let's say there's a cluster of 20 lakh people, 2 million people, right? In that 2 million people, who all want to advertise to them with that interest or another interest which is kind of overlapping, right? So I have interest in chai, but I have also interest in reading books. I also have interest in e-commerce. All right. So me as an audience, I'll get overlapped multiple places. So who all want to reach out to me and how much are they willing to pay? That is what defines the CPC. Okay. You cannot say that I will pay only 1 rupee. All right. वो 1 rupee देखो आपको impressions ही नहीं आएगा. Facebook will not show you ad only. You'll have to leave it open. Or it will give you dead inventory. Dead inventory is when no one is showing their ads, that is when Facebook will show your ad, which means others have optimized their time, their day, their hour, and things like those. And they say कि अच्छा मेरे को रात को 12 से 2 के बीच में मेरा ad नहीं दिखाना. Facebook आपका ad तभी दिखाए, right? If you restrict your budget to a lower rate. However, that's what defines a CPC, right? How high can CPC go? Is there a limit? No, there is no limit. There is practically no limit. Do you know what's the most expensive industry? What's Vijayendra? थोड़ा सबर कर लेते भाई, थोड़ा सबर कर लेते. Insurance is the most expensive cost per click, right? Insurance category gets the most expensive cost per click. Vijayendra, not you, everyone else. Do you know what is the cost per click for a company which is advertising for, let's say, the keyword insurance? What are we paying? We are currently paying 12 bucks, right? For Brown Town, we are paying 12 rupees. What is it that an insurance company pays on Google? What is the cost per click? एक अंदाजा मारो. $30 internationally. Okay. India पे आते. 100 rupees. Okay. Rahul says $30 internationally. Rahul, India की बात करते हैं. Yash says 100 rupees. Manthan says 1000 rupees. Sahil 500 rupees. Shrish 500 rupees. 800 rupees. Come on, do better, man. Do better. 100. I won't name the company, but I had seen one company's marketing data. They had engaged me in some manner. Cost per click is anywhere around 2000 rupees to 4000 rupees. Cost per click, not cost per conversion. It's so expensive. Why is it expensive? One, because you have to be a legal entity and you have to submit a lot of documents. So not a lot of people are allowed to do that. Let's say you go on Google and you search for car insurance. You will see Policy Bazaar advertising, you'll see Cover Fox advertising, you'll see Hajar companies advertising. All right. When you click on that, they have to pay anywhere around 2000 rupees to 4000 rupees. That's the average. Let's say out of 100, one guy closes a deal, right? Let's say out of 100, I buy a car insurance, right? Which means that what's the cost per conversion? Very, very, very high, right? Cost per conversion is like out of the equation. However, the LTV, not LCV, LTV is the highest. LTV stands for lifetime value, right? I purchased my first insurance, my first car insurance in Gurgaon in 2008. Till date, I am Cover Fox, or I think so. Cover Fox से खरीदा था कि किसी खरीदा याद नहीं है. लेकिन till date, I have continuously renewed my insurance from the same company. एक email आता है, I click, I pay, and I finish. I don't look for insurances. 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 14 years I have not looked at it. मतलब 200-300 रुपए का फर्क है, right? If you try to switch, but imagine the LTV is just very high, just very high. LIC agents make so much money, it's not funny, because they get recurring commission every time the person pays a yearly premium, right? Anyone knows the story of Magic Bricks? Magic Bricks It was Magic Bricks or 99 Acres, one of the first who started real estate listing, right? Uh, they didn't, matlab, in some shape and form, they listed r- webs, houses and flats and apartments, all of that in websites, on websites. But what they actually did was something called as symmetrifying of information, right? What does that mean? Let's say I want to buy a house or I want to rent a house. I will go to broker number A, let's say Rajesh Bhai, and I will tell Rajesh Bhai koi ghar hai kya? So Rajesh Bhai would be like, kya aapka requirement kya hai? Give this is my requirement. Like, okay, I will now search within my network, right? He will search within his network. In the meanwhile, me as a customer, I will go to another broker and another broker and another broker and another broker, right? That my journey continues. Finally, I will get fed up and I will choose a flat that I may or may not like. That's what the earlier system was. What companies like Magic Bricks, 99 Acres did, they were the pioneers of doing this. What they did was they collected all of this information and put it up on one portal, and they symmetrified it, right? So now prices started making sense, right? They still don't make sense, but earlier they were completely out of equation. Now they are in equation, right? Now you can say that I am looking for a flat जिसका rent होना चाहिए 50,000 rupees, जिसका area होना चाहिए 3,000 square foot, जिसमें 4 bedroom होना चाहिए. I need a servant's quarter. I need fully furnished. You've symmetrified information and put it in one place. And after that, customers are coming and looking for that. This is what Magic Bricks did. The same thing was not done earlier, but yes, they added locality information also. Beautiful point, Vijender. Which company? I think so. Housing was the first one to say that Amazon delivers to this location or it doesn't deliver to this location. That was the kind of information they were giving on their portal. Is Uber available there or no? Things like those. पहले क्या होता था? Hospital 2 kilometers, school 3 kilometers, metro station so and so kilometers. But now look at, they're putting in more and more amenities and local information. Very rightly said, Vijay. So that's what symmetrifying of information was. The second industry which did that was, any guesses? The second company that did that, not real estate. Yeah, now you can say yes. Zomato did the same thing, but Zomato didn't start with this intent. Zomato started with the information, with the intent that they want to list all menus in one place, right? But you'd still have to call up the restaurant. That's how Zomato's journey started. Another company which started with the intent of symmetrifying information was Redbus. Redbus, again, I don't know if you've read the story, but the founder of Redbus did exactly the same thing. He went to buy a bus ka ticket and he said, Bhaiya, I want to go to Jaipur. This is an actual story. Read about it, right? He said, I want to go to Jaipur. आपकी बस में टिकट है क्या? He like, मेरा बस तो full है, मैं दूसरे में देखता हूँ, right? He calls up his network. Then this guy had to go to another guy who sells tickets. अच्छा भैया जयपुर जाना है, things like those. What Redbus did was they looked at one entire bus, created multiple variations, small, I think so they're 38-seater, 42-seater, 44-seater, and they symmetrified this information. Then now when you want to book a bus ticket, you can simply go on redbus.com or whatever the domain is and book your seat from there itself. That's what Redbus did. अपनी बात कहाँ से कहाँ चली गई? But symmetrifying of information is what companies did. I don't know where did this topic start from, but how high can CPC go? Yes, this is where it started. So coming back to answer your question, Shrish, there is no limit to where your CPC can go. Rakesh ji asked, is not conversion metric at a campaign? So conversion metric is not important. At a campaign level, right? Conversion metric is not important. right? At an ad level or maybe at an ad set level, conversion metric is important. Campaign के अंदर there are just too many variables, right? Too many ad sets. Maybe you're running CBO, maybe you're running multiple ad sets. Inside those multiple ad sets, there could be multiple kinds of campaigns, multiple campaigns. Just too much, too many variables inside that to come up with one number of conversion, right? At a campaign level, not the best practice. So that's why for me, conversion number doesn't come at a campaign level. At an ad level, definitely, right? Because again, you could be running so many tests, right? For example, I've also figured out I've also written down some content that I want to put up on the website, in push notifications, on our ads and things like those. I could be using, two different kinds of headers, right? Headlines. And I could be A/B testing. Now, A/B test I'm doing at an ad level, right? And it would be incorrect of me to check it at a campaign level whether this campaign ka conversion is working. That's why campaign level pe conversion mat measure kariye, ad level pe kariye, right? That's that. Can we track user journey? Absolutely, we will. Too early to do that because our numbers are very small. What we will do is, Jimesh, this is something that we had done in season 1 also. We will do season 2 also. We will use a tool called Google Data Studio, and we will create our own one snapshot of our data, right? That if we were to look at data and how would we look at it, right? कि मेरे को बार-बार Google Analytics नहीं खोलना है. Google Analytics में खोलो, अच्छा वो e-commerce में जाओ, ने फलाना इधर जाओ, ये जाओ, ऐसा जाओ, ऐसा जाओ. We don't want to do that, right? We will use Google Data Studio, and in one screen we should have access to all of that, all of the information that we want, right? We will start building our Google Data Studio dashboard next week. However, on day 1, we may just add one row, right? Just one row. We won't add much of Data Studio at the very beginning. जैसे जैसे सवाल आते जाएंगे, right? वैसे वैसे हम वो स्टूडियो GDS is what it's called, Google Data Studio GDS की report को हम पढ़ा करते जाएंगे. And of course, I'll also share that report for you to connect your Shopify and start looking at that data, right? That's that. Will we track? So Jimesh, to answer your question, will we track user journey? Absolutely, but we will track that in Google Data Studio, not in GA, right? What's the minimum amount which we can run ads? Minimum amount, I think so. It's now $50 or $60. That's the earlier it was $40. However, now that I think so, it's become at least $1, right? But if you spend $1, you won't get any impressions, no nothing, right? So recommended is spend at least, मतलब अगर spend at least 200 rupees. Right, you'll still not get enough data, right? But spend at least 200 rupees. How can you determine the best times to run a campaign from FB data? Oh, beautiful question. You look at Google, Google Analytics. You look at, once we, let's say, once we start getting data, we start getting transactions, Google gives us, GA gives us a time timetable, right? And it indicates it with white and blue, right? Blue, dark blue, light blue, light blue, light blue, light blue, white, right? And it will show you when, at what hour are you getting your transactions, right? For example, today we got a transaction. Our very first transaction came in at, I think so, 6 o'clock. I'm just going to check, 6 a.m., right? Yes. First transaction came at, sorry, acha PM ko yaar. No, sorry. Our very first transaction came today at 1:18 a.m. Right? So if we see that we are getting a lot of transactions during that hour, right? And we are getting no transactions during, let's say, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Right? So what we'll do is there is something called as day parting, right? Facebook has this concept of day parting. The only option to enable that is that you should have a campaign level budget, right? Not an ad set level budget. So when you enable a campaign level budget, and that campaign should have a lifetime budget, not daily budget, right? So let's say you set up a campaign and say that, Baba, I want to run this campaign for 30 days, right? Only then this option is available. For Shopify, we look at time of sales, but that's it. Yeah, absolutely. How much FB ads needed to generate 1 lakh profit? Don't know. It's too open of a question. It's too open of a question. See, for a product like ours, where we'll be selling biscuits, I don't think so we are going to be profitable, right? We'll be profitable in the second, third, not in the second, maybe the third, the fourth time the customer transacts. However, let's say you're selling, I have a ring light. If you can see my specs, I have a ring light right in front of me. This ring light costs, I think so, 4,500, right? If the cost of selling this is going to be 1/3, let's say you have to spend 1,000 rupees in selling this ring light, right? And another 500 bucks, 600 bucks in delivering this ring light. Then do an Excel sheet exercise, you'll know, right? But if profit is what you're looking at, right? Okay, meko se profit kamana hai, month to month, I want to make a profit. Then I would suggest select a product which is one, unique, second, very high end perceived value, right? Perceived value is, for example, these glasses, right? I got these glasses on my 10th wedding anniversary. Next year, I will complete my 20th wedding anniversary, right? These are the most expensive glasses I have ever purchased as my 10th wedding anniversary gift. And these cost 10,000 bucks, right? लेकिन इसका perceived value ज़्यादा है, right? इसका actual value ज़्यादा नहीं है, right? So pick up an item जिसका perceived value ज़्यादा हो, and that should give you that profitability mark, right? But if you pick up, for example, a bottle, right, a blender, things like those, then उसका perceived value नहीं है, उसका competitive value है, right? उसका commoditized value. So that's going to be a challenge, right? For example, look at, I'll share one more case study. Headphone Zone, right? When I spoke with Raghav, right? Headphone Zone sells headphones, right? All kinds of headphones. And when I spoke to Raghav from the very first time, I'm like, what do you do? His answer was what shocked me. He said, we sell expensive headphones. Hey, order. Wow. One customer who purchased today, look at this. Ashish Chibbar, he purchased from us at 8:15, right? He purchased from us at 8:15. His order got delivered today, and zoom, here we go. Another order from Ashish Chibbar. Beautiful. So you see exactly what I was saying, that if we acquired this customer for, let's say, 300 bucks, right, at an ad level, today we acquired him at a loss. By evening, we are profitable, right? That's the value of, low value goods, but very, very, very high retention value. So that's that, right? Awesome. मेरे को भी ऐसा ठंडी चढ़ गया, like बहुत फिर से order आया. Too good. Done. Let's move forward. I did see a few more questions. Can you share metrics of FB ads? You mean the dashboard that we just made, Jimesh? Do you mean is that what you mean? Too early. When I put dashboard bana diya अपन ने, लेकिन we'll wait till Monday, right? But again, we've started seeing transactions. Why Rusk? Yes, I think so. I've shared this in our earlier episode. Today's metrics, Monday. Why? Because two reasons. These campaigns we just started yesterday. It's a bad practice to look at those campaigns practically, every day, right? It's addictive. Like, I try to stay awake and nahi dekhna. That's one. Secondly, I've discussed this in the past. Sudhanshu and Anu ka hak hai ye, right? They spend their own personal time. They get zero monetary value out of 1K, right? And they have the right to show data, to present data, right? So that's why. That's why. Rakesh ji, why Rusk? I've shared this in the past. Yes, it's because of not my, but my wife's emotional attachment with the incidents that happened around that. So that's why. Done, Ji. I will see you now. I will see everyone on Monday. Look forward to catching up. If you spot our ads, do share a screenshot that dikha, right? And yeah, let's keep in touch. Also, what we are doing is we are making a lot of highlights, right? So just in case you don't have time for watching the entire episode, just watch those highlights, and that should give you enough information. Most critical information is there. Of course, it's like, a summary versus an entire movie, right? So that's that. Done, guys. Thank you so much. You have a very good night. I will now see you on Monday. Good night, good night, good night. Take care. See ya. Bye.